we will be solving case 2 now. Let me read the case. Let us take an example of company DCF inclusive to illustrate the computing of Waac. During financial year 19, the company real estate investment generated a return of 5.5%. Right. As per the latest annual report, the company has outstanding debt of $50. Right. It is $50. Then $50 million. Company equity is $70 million. Then during the period, company has incurred 2 million as an interest expense, right? So interest expense is $2 million. On other hand, risk-free rate is 1.5 percentage, right? It is 1.5 percentage. Risk-free rate आपका 1.5 percentage है. After that, if you see, the market return is percentage, right? No, this is tax rate. What is the tax rate? So I will, yeah, market return is 4%. So I will write down market return here. Then beta is 1.2. Then calculate the WACC on the given information, check whether the investment return 5.5% exceeds its cost of capital and tax rate 32%. Right? Tax rate is how much? It is 32%. Yeah. Now, you know what I have to do? First, I will write down the amount. So amount of equity is $70 and amount of debt is $50, $50 million, right? Now I have to calculate the cost. If I want to calculate cost of interest, so what we're doing, I will be using this formula, interest into 1 minus t, right? So what is the interest cost? Interest cost, interest expense is $2 million. And what is the total value? Total debt value is 50 million. So what is going to be the interest cost? Interest cost in terms of percentage going to be 4%, right? This is your interest cost, right? This is your interest cost. Now, if I want to calculate interest cost after tax benefit, so what I will be doing, I will be using the formula which I have written here. That is going to be cost of interest. So I will be using this formula. Interest rate is 4% into 1 minus tax rate. Tax rate is given here 32%, right? So this is the cost of interest, right? This is the cost of interest is 2.72%, right? Now, if I want to calculate cost of equity, so what is going to be the formula for calculation of cost of equity? This formula I have to use. So what is risk-free rate here? Free rate is 1.5% plus return from market is 4%. Minus risk-free rate, again, it is 1.5% into beta, right? So here, your KE is going to be 4.5%. So cost of equity is 4.5% and cost of debt is 2.7%. Right? Then weight I have to calculate. How I will be calculating the weight? First, I have to calculate the total capital. Total capital is 120. Then is equal to total equity divided by total capital. So this is going to be the weight for equity. Total divided by total capital. This is going to be the weight of, right? Now further, if you see, if I want to calculate back, simply I will be multiplying the values. That is cost into weight. And here it is going to be again cost into weight. And if I do the total here, so I will be getting the answer that is 3.76%. I think all you are able to solve this question, right? I think it is simple. See, submitted this 4%, right? Yes. For 50 million loan amount is 50 million. Focus here. Loan amount is $50 million. For this loan, you are paying interest of 2 million, right? You are paying interest of 2 million. So interest in terms of percentage, how I will be calculating? It is going to be 2 million, that is interest amount divided by loan amount. So this is going to be 4%. You are paying 4% interest to the bank. Bank is charging 4% interest. So if I calculate the interest amount in rupees, so 50 into 4% if I do, so you are paying how much interest? You are paying 2 million interest, right? So this is how I have calculated 4%, but here I have not considered tax benefit. So I will be considering the tax benefit, and that is the reason I have applied this formula and I have calculated 2.72% effective cost. नहीं है ये लास्ट वाले में वो नहीं दिया होगा, टू अलग से इंटरेस्ट रेट नहीं दिया था, ये फॉर्मूला तो लगाया था लास्ट वाले में, ये वाला फॉर्मूला तो हर उसमें यूज होगा. I will show you the last question. So if you see the first line, what first line says, let us take an example of company DCF inclusive to illustrate the computation of WACC During the financial year, the company's real estate investment generated return 5.5%. What is the return of company here? The return of company or profit margin of company is how much? Profit margin of company is 5.5 percentage, right? And what is the overall cost of company? Overall cost of company is 3.76 percentage. It means company is earning return of 5.5 percentage and cost is 3.76 percentage. If I want to calculate profit, so simply I will be taking return and subtracting cost here. So here profit is going to be 1.74 percentage, right? So company has earned return of 5.5 percentage and cost is 3.76 percentage. So profit is going to be 1.74 percentage. Is it clear?